Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am Brandon. I jammed my little thumb trying to catch a football over the weekend, and I'm retiring from touch football perna. Alex Smith, on the other foot, beat the undefeated Steelers in harsh times while his leg was
turn that vodka into a fountain of blood.
Alex Smith gave the football team the equivalent of a Super Bowl win with that upset. And Josh Allen has consensually thrust himself back into the MVP conversation after having an electric performance in the second Monday evening game. Today, we pay tribute to Alex Smith. But Monday, the Buffalo Bills, and I will hand out my Big Dick Player Awards today. That's good sports. Please, the only way to keep Alex Smith safe is to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I will have Patreon shoutouts at the end today, because right now we are sponsored by Raycon and the Everyday E25 earbuds at buyraycon.com/thatsgood. Now's the time to start dropping hints that you want the most affordable premium wireless earbuds for the holidays. Or buy yourself a pair so you can tune out the noise that is your crazy family at Christmas. Their noise isolating fit and long battery life ensure you won't hear a word of Uncle Randy's crazy conspiracies this holiday season. The Everyday E25 earbuds are a perfect gift for the people you'd prefer listen to music rather than talk to you. And that's why I'm giving my Uncle Randy 2 pair. Raycon's being extra generous for the holidays with a great price, offering all That's Good Sports viewers 15% off right now so you can save big on your gift shopping. Click the link in the description, buyraycon.com/thatsgood, promo code TGS15 for your 15% discount now. Okay, the Monday night doubleheader, recap, analysis, shit talk, doodly-doo. The Steelers may have lost, but they tied the record for most consecutive games with a sack at 69.
Nice.
Okay, thanks. We don't need to do that every time the number 69 is mentioned, do we? Ah, hell, I'll just commit. Speaking of, Cam Newton said it's not the sexiest thing to see a quarterback throw for 69 yards. Let's be honest, even when it's happening, 69 is not even the sexiest thing in sex. It's actually pretty low on the list, and if the body proportions don't match, it's downright disgusting. The last time, though, that the Washington football team beat the Steelers was November 17th, 1991. Tight end Logan Thomas was just 4 months old, and his parents thought Redskin was an appropriate baby name at the time. Good thing they went with Logan instead, because that would be really embarrassing now. Not as embarrassing as the Seahawks and the Steelers losing to 2 NFC East teams in the same week, but still. I'm not sure if I've ever seen an undefeated NFL team take more shit for losing their 12th game than the Steelers did last night. And it was glorious. Worst 11-0 was trending on my Twitter. ESPN tweeted that Washington's 4-7 record and their win percentage is the lowest win percentage by a team to defeat an opponent that entered 11-0 or better in NFL history. Steelers fans were admitting that they were the worst 11-0 team. Unprovoked, in Bill's Twitter threads, it was everywhere. Now, Alex Smith may be the most unifying figure I've seen in football, next to whoever convinced the Eagles and Steelers to become the Steagles during World War II. The Steelers were undefeated heading into this game despite Ben Roethlisberger's 250 interceptions. Crazy that more people aren't talking about that. Just like more people haven't harped on the Steelers' weakness. Their run game, just 21 rushing yards against Washington, and as a team they have passed the 100-yard mark only once since week 7. Ben Roethlisberger threw it 53 times in this game. Big Ben has a 33% chance of winning when throwing over 50 times. Washington couldn't really run either, but that's because Antonio Gibson hurt his toe after 2 carries. Leaving the game with a toe injury when Alex Smith is your QB in a game where Alex Smith's leg was surging blood like Old Faithful is not a good look, Antonio. That's like Jimmy Johnson calling himself and Ron Rivera survivors, because Ron Rivera beat cancer and Jimmy Johnson was on a season of Survivor. Alex Smith's leg appeared to get cleated on this throw here, and that's when his shin began to gush the blood, which they patched up at halftime. And to Alex Smith, this is basically like a mosquito bite. Look, I get uncomfortable seeing anyone come within a yard of Alex Smith because I don't want my precious Monday afternoon football to turn into a live leak video. So please, let's take better care of Alex Smith. Hell, Dwayne Haskins was even publicly showing love for Alex Smith, calling him the comeback player of the year. I bet you fucking forgot about Dwayne Haskins, didn't ya? Just like we all forgot Washington has a formidable defensive front, and they must have been watching Shelby Harris because they batted down 7 passes in this game, including the just winning tip. Tipped by Keith Sweat and caught by Mr. Boombastic himself. James Washington scored a touchdown against the Washington football team. Just a day after Justin Houston had 3 sacks against the Houston Texans. Maybe this is why James Washington scores so rarely. He can only do it in Washington. He makes a big show once every 4 years and then disappears like a true Washington politician. Washington was trailing by 7 in the 4th quarter, and Alex Smith rallied the team to score 13 unanswered points. Alex Smith dropped an absolute dime on the game-winning drive for the football team. I do have some conflicting feelings here, however. On one hand, I have deep respect for his comeback story, but on the other hand, I hate that he's still doing the Chiefs' bidding and helping them into the #1 seed in the AFC by knocking off the previously undefeated Steelers. Even worse, those smug 1972 Miami Dolphins are going to force their orderlies at their nursing home to go pick up a case of champagne.
Tonight, I'm a Washington fan. Yeah.
Please don't show that reference to Larry Zonka. He could definitely still kick my ass. Doug Peterson announced that Jalen Hurts is getting the start this weekend against the Saints, Doug? You're throwing Hurts out against the defense that has 17 sacks and 13 forced turnovers in the last 5 games? So either he's doing Carson Wentz a massive favor by throwing Jalen Hurts to the Wolves, or we'll find out right away what Jalen Hurts is made of and if he is ready to start for an NFL team. You know what they say though? Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Sometimes Wentz don't play like he should. Bow, bow, bow. Hurt so good. Moving on to Bills 49ers. Hello, Josh Allen and Gabriel Davis. This may be the tightest window throw I have ever seen. Sure, it's a cathedral-sized bay window, but I have seen Carson Wentz, Drew Lock, and Baker Mayfield all miss throws this open this season. And I now believe the best NFL QBs aren't the ones who can make all of the difficult throws. They're the guys who hit on 99% of the easy throws, something Josh Allen has progressed towards. Wait, what? Oh, I was supposed to reference this throw to Gabriel Davis. That is really a dollhouse-sized, window-fitting, Allen threaded like a needle through a pigeon's rectum. Yeah, is that enough throwing idioms for you? Players like Josh Allen are the reason I watch the NFL. He's a dude everyone wrote off like their child during tax season, but he landed with an organization that believed in him, stuck with him, developed him, and put the right weapons around him at the right time. And now, yes, throw him into the fucking MVP conversation. Anything to harm Patrick Mahomes' chances of winning it again. Josh Allen is like top 10 in all of the stats, but in terms to actual value to his team, he really is up there with Rodgers and Mahomes right now, and is up there in entertainment value as well. And he currently leads the league in the most important statistical category: references to The Office on Twitter. Now, Josh Allen tied Drew Brees from 2013 as the only quarterback to have 3 games with 3 or more passing touchdowns and a 130-plus passer rating. He finished the night with 4 passing tumble-wumbles and 375 passing yards. Buffalo returned to the home of the Hail Murray and won, something the Cardinals have not been able to do since, besting Buffalo on that play. And I know, we like to poke fun at the Monday Night Football graphics department, which is all we have left to make fun of after Booger McFarland's departure. But I think they knocked this Home Alone animation about the Bills not having a division title since 1995 out of the park. Although I prefer the Home Alone with blood clips during the holiday season. Thanks, Chris King.
Hey, come on, Marv, get up. You go this way, I'm going around the back. Come on, Marv, get up.
Both Cole Beasley and Stefon Diggs crossed the 100-yard mark, and maybe, more impressively, Cole Beasley did it under the influence of the date rape drug. Trust me, if a guy named Fellatio is rocking you to sleep, you've already been roofied, Cole. You've already been roofied. Maybe the 49ers were just homesick, but Buffalo ended this affair in the third quarter after Brandon Ayuk dropped a pass into Micah Hyde's hands. Hyde returned the pick to the 4-yard line, but Buffalo penalized themselves into just a field goal and scored on their 5th consecutive drive. Usually that much scoring is reserved for Bills tailgates. The Bills get their 8th win, and damn it, Josh Allen is must-see TV. Now, I was going to wait until after the Cowboys-Ravens game to hand out the Big Dick Player Awards this week, but I think I'm safe to give them out now because I expect very little from that game. And since I spent this entire episode talking about Alex Smith and Josh Allen, 2 BDP contenders, I'm gonna give it to Baker Mayfield, who threw 4 touchdowns as the Browns beat the Titans and secured their first winning season since Derek Anderson was their quarterback in 2007. Did most of his stats come in the first half? Sure, but in Cleveland, they're not even used to 30 minutes of great quarterback play in a game. So that was plenty. Baker Mayfield also tracked down this throw from Jarvis Landry, as Landry also drew the roughing the passer penalty on the same play. Baker tricking Jarvis into taking the hit for him is big dick level QBing. Baker bested Matthew Stafford, who threw for over 400 yards in a win, because I think this game was more meaningful to the Browns. Really, Josh Allen, Alex Smith, and Baker Mayfield and Matthew Stafford all contributed very meaningful wins to long-time underperforming franchises. The big dick ball catcher goes to tight end Darren Waller. He had 13 catches, 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He was the only Raider who looked like he actually deserved to beat the Jets. Henry Ruggs will get the attention for that game-winning Hail Mary, but Waller is an absolute beast when Derek Carr just throws to him every play. That's what your game plan should be every week, Raiders. Big dick ball carrier, a shocker, Derrick Henry was not in the running this week with just 60 yards. Dalvin Cook was, as always, but this one is going to a true bench warmer. And a surprise pick this week in Wayne Gallman, who put up 135 yards for the Giants on just 16 carries. Also earning the nickname John Wayne Ballman. The big dick defender, it's gonna go to Justin Houston, who had a monster day, again, fittingly in Houston. It's like when Dallas Goedert had 160 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Cowboys last year. The former Chief turned Colt sacked Deshaun Watson 3 times, forced a fumble, and tacked on 2 points with a safety. It was like watching a man amongst boys. And I mean that almost literally, because Justin Houston does look at least 20 years older than everyone on that field. Ooh, here we are. Big Dick Patreon shout-outs for new patrons. Chris Harris, aka SFC Nerds on YouTube. I got you, Chris. Sam Rowe, Zachary Gerard, Pedro Gomez, Steven Keota. This is his girlfriend donating, and I can't wait to hear you butcher his name. Sounds like I got it right, Steven's girlfriend. Brandon, I just got this Patreon so you'd say this on your channel and because your videos are awesome. Berna. Charlene Biltz. Jeremy Russell upping to 469. Nick Crafford. Vikes _1419. And Blue Ridge Mountain Plumbing, the best damn plumbing in Central Virginia, now at $173 a month. Blue Ridge. Patreon.com/thatsgoodsports. That's how you support this channel. And I think I'm gonna start adding in a monthly Zoom meeting for all $10 patrons, either starting in December or January, since the weekly prediction episodes will be running out shortly. And if you haven't checked out this week's best and worst, it is on the screen right now. Click it, or just if you click it, you can watch it. Best and worst.